Imagine waking up one morning and your legs feel like anchors. Every step feels heavier, every movement slower. That was Margaret just a week ago. Her legs were swollen and stiff, and even standing up from a chair felt like dragging bricks. Night after night, she tossed and turned, unable to sleep because of the aching. For so many people over 60, this is all too familiar. It's easy to think maybe this is just what aging feels like, but it's not. What happened next changed everything. With no prescriptions, no expensive devices, and no doctor visits, Margaret found surprising relief using something simple, something most of us already have at home. In just a few minutes, you'll discover the simple oil that helped Margaret feel lighter, stronger, and more confident in only 7 days. This isn't about hype or shortcuts, it's about real natural care. We'll walk you through how to apply it step by step, the exact changes to expect each day, and 3 of our other natural combinations to enhance the results. There's no need for expensive tools or complicated routines. Everything you need is likely already in your kitchen or your bathroom cabinet. If your legs have been aching, swelling, or slowing you down, this video could be your turning point. 1. The story of Margaret. From immobility to freedom in 7 days. Margaret never expected her legs to change so drastically. At 72, she thought the heaviness, the swelling, and the constant stiffness were just a natural part of getting older. She used to enjoy tending her garden, walking to the mailbox, or climbing the front porch steps without even thinking. But over time, everything became slower, harder, more frustrating. A dull ache behind her knees turned into nightly cramping. Her ankles began to puff up, especially in the evening, even on days she barely moved. She noticed herself hesitating before standing, gripping the armrests just to lift herself out of the chair. It wasn't sudden. It crept in slowly, so gradually that she didn't realize how much she had lost until she could no longer do the things she once loved. Then one quiet afternoon, while cleaning out her spice cabinet, she stumbled across a small bottle tucked behind jars of dried herbs. It was rosemary oil. She had bought it years ago, thinking it might be useful, but never actually used it. That night her legs were aching again, and something inside her said, "Just try it." She warmed a few drops between her palms, massaged it into her legs, and felt a soft warmth begin to rise. It didn't burn, it didn't sting, it soothed. That night, for the first time in weeks, she slept through without waking up in pain. Encouraged by that one experience, she committed to using it again the next morning, and then again that evening. By the 3rd day, she noticed her steps felt smoother. Her legs, though still sore, didn't feel as heavy. By the end of the week, something had shifted, not just in her body, but in her spirit. She could stand taller, walk farther, sleep deeper, and perhaps most importantly, she felt hopeful again. Margaret's story is not unique. It's a reminder that sometimes healing doesn't begin in a hospital or a clinic, but right at home with our own hands and something as simple as a forgotten bottle of oil. 2. What happens to legs after 60? Circulation decline. Fluid retention, muscle loss. Many people over 60 start to notice subtle changes in their legs, changes that aren't dramatic at first, but quietly build up over time. One of the biggest shifts happens in circulation. As we age, our blood vessels become less flexible. The arteries and veins that once moved blood efficiently now work harder, slower, and sometimes get backed up. This means oxygen and nutrients don't reach the lower legs as easily, leaving them feeling tired, weak, and achy. Poor circulation can also cause that heavy dragging sensation people often describe. But circulation is just one part of the story. The second issue is fluid retention. Our bodies are made to balance and flush excess water, but after 60, the kidneys and lymphatic system don't clear fluids as quickly. Gravity pulls this fluid downward, leading to swollen ankles, puffy calves, and that tight, stretched feeling in the skin. For some, this swelling makes it harder to walk. For others, it disrupts sleep. Either way, it signals that the body is struggling to move fluid and blood efficiently. Then there's muscle loss, something most people don't notice until it's already affected their stability. Without regular use or gentle exercise, the muscles in the thighs and calves start to shrink. This isn't laziness, it's biology. But weaker muscles mean more strain on the joints, more fatigue during simple activities, and a higher risk of losing balance. That's why getting out of a chair suddenly feels like lifting bricks, or walking upstairs becomes a full body effort. These changes can feel discouraging, but they aren't permanent. They are signals telling us it's time to pay attention and offer support. 3. Introduction to rosemary oil history compounds and natural benefits. Rosemary oil may seem like a simple kitchen ingredient, but its roots go far deeper than cooking. For centuries, this aromatic herb has been used in natural medicine across cultures from ancient Greece and Rome to traditional remedies in Europe and Asia. Healers didn't just use it for its fragrance. They valued it for what it did to the body, especially tired, sore, or swollen legs. So, what makes rosemary oil special? The answer lies in its natural plant compounds. One of the most powerful is rosmarinic acid, a compound known for its ability to calm inflammation and soothe tissues under stress. Alongside it are antioxidants that fight cellular damage and help restore balance to overworked muscles and joints. But rosemary oil's real strength is how it supports blood flow. When applied to the skin and gently massaged, it stimulates peripheral circulation, helping blood reach the areas that often feel cold, heavy, or numb, like the feet, ankles, and calves. It's also naturally anti-inflammatory. That means it can ease swelling caused by poor circulation or long periods of sitting or standing. But beyond the physical effects, rosemary oil offers something else: comfort. Its scent is earthy and herbal, grounding and calming. For many, the simple act of breathing it in during a massage brings a sense of peace. It's not just a product, it's a ritual, a moment to connect with your body, a time to pause, breathe, and care. That's why rosemary oil isn't just an oil, it's a tool for healing, for relief, and for restoring confidence in your own legs. 4. How to use it effectively. Step-by-step massage guide with timing and technique. Using rosemary oil isn't complicated, but how you use it can make all the difference. Margaret's results didn't come from just applying the oil. They came from how she turned it into a daily ritual, a consistent moment of care. Here's exactly how she did it. First, she made sure her legs were clean and dry. The best time to apply the oil is right after a warm shower. At that moment, your pores are open, your muscles are slightly relaxed, and your skin can absorb the oil more effectively. But even without a shower, just washing your legs and drying them gently works fine. Next, she warmed the bottle between her hands. If the oil felt too cool, she would place it near a warm towel for a minute. Then she poured 5 or 6 drops into her palm and rubbed her hands together to awaken the scent. The fragrance itself, fresh, green, earthy, became a signal to her body that it was time to relax and heal. She began the massage at her ankles, using slow circular motions, always moving upward. She didn't press too hard. The goal wasn't to push it, was to guide. Up the calves, behind the knees, and toward the thighs. On her thighs, she slowed down even more, using longer strokes, wrapping her hands around the muscles as if embracing them. Each leg took about 5 to 7 minutes. She matched her breath with her hands, deep. Inhale through the nose, long exhale through the mouth. This wasn't just massage, it was mindfulness in motion. She repeated the ritual twice a day, once in the morning to wake her legs and prepare for movement, once in the evening to release tension and help her rest. Consistency was key. Over time, the routine didn't feel like a task, it became a quiet part of her rhythm, like brushing her teeth or brewing tea. And the results? They came quietly, steadily, day by day. If you're just starting, remember, don't rush. This is your time. Let the warmth of your hands, the texture of the oil, and the scent in the air become your tools. And if your legs are especially sore, you can elevate them for 15 minutes after the massage or place a warm towel over them to enhance absorption. The magic isn't just in the oil, it's in the care you give. 5. Daily results. Breakdown. Day 1 to day 7, progress timeline. The transformation didn't happen all at once, but it happened. Margaret's journey over 7 days shows just how powerful small, consistent care can be. Here's how the shift unfolded for her day by day. Day 1 wasn't about pain relief, it was about presence. For the first time in weeks, she gave her legs attention. As she massaged the rosemary oil into her skin, she felt warmth not just physically, but emotionally. A sense that her body still mattered, that she still mattered. That night, her legs still ached, but she slept more peacefully, no longer bracing for cramps. Day 2 brought a subtle change. Getting up from the couch didn't take as much effort. Her calves, once tight and unforgiving, felt more relaxed. And when she lay down at night, there was no throbbing pressure pulling her awake. The difference wasn't dramatic, but it was real. Day 3. She noticed something surprising. She wasn't shuffling across the floor. Her steps were smoother, quieter. She moved with more ease, almost without realizing it. Her muscles still had soreness, but that dragging weight was beginning to lift. For the first time in a while, she walked to the mailbox and back without stopping halfway. Day 4. Margaret looked down at her legs and saw something unexpected. Her skin looked healthier. The flakiness, the dull tone, the puffiness. It was softer, calmer. She smiled, not because the pain was gone, but because her legs finally felt alive again. Day 5 and 6 brought confidence. She didn't hesitate when stepping off the curb. She climbed the stairs without gripping the rail. She even stood longer in the kitchen, preparing food without the usual need to sit and rest halfway through. The fear of falling began to fade. Day 7. She paused. Standing in front of her mirror, she realized something profound. Her legs didn't feel like a burden. They felt like a part of her again, stronger, lighter, more responsive. And in that moment, she felt not just relief, but pride, because she had done this for herself. No prescriptions, no procedures, just care, intention, and a little help from nature. These 7 days didn't fix everything, but they changed the course. They showed her, and now you, that progress is possible, that your legs are still capable of healing, that your comfort and strength are not behind you. They're ahead, waiting for you to take the first step. 6. Additional oils to consider. Arnica lavender horse. Chestnut. While rosemary oil worked wonders for Margaret, it's not the only natural option worth considering. In fact, depending on what your legs are going through, whether it's swelling nighttime cramps or visible veins, there may be another oil that's a better match for your needs. The good news is that these oils are natural, accessible, and have long histories of helping people feel better, one gentle massage at a time. Let's start with arnica oil. If your legs bruise easily, feel sore to the touch, or swell up after standing or walking, this might be the solution your body's been quietly asking for. Arnica is made from a yellow mountain flower and has been used for centuries in European herbal medicine. It contains compounds that help reduce inflammation and soothe strained or overworked muscles. Margaret's friend Helen, age 75, works long days at a farmer's market. Her knees ached every night until she started applying arnica oil after work. Within days, she felt the difference. The soreness faded, and her knees felt less tight. Next is lavender oil, especially useful if your biggest struggle is sleep. Sometimes it's not just physical pain that robs you of rest. It's the tension, the restless nerves, the stress that lingers in the body. Lavender oil is famous for its calming scent, but when gently massaged into the legs, it does even more. It helps relax tight muscles, soothes overactive nerves, and prepares both your body and your mind for sleep. Many people keep a small bottle next to their bed. Just a few drops in the evening can shift the entire tone of the night. Then there's horse chestnut oil, a powerful choice for anyone dealing with poor circulation or visible veins. This oil has been widely used in Germany and across Europe to help strengthen the walls of blood vessels, reduce swelling, and improve blood flow in the lower legs. If your ankles often feel puffy by the end of the day, or if your legs carry a constant sensation of heaviness, this oil might bring the relief you've been missing. For those with spider veins or mild varicose veins, horse chestnut can gently support healthier circulation with regular use. Now, you don't have to choose just one. Some people like to blend a few drops of each oil into a carrier oil, like almond jojoba or olive oil, and apply it the same way they would with rosemary. Others rotate depending on how their legs feel that day. Arnica for soreness, lavender for rest, horse chestnut for circulation. The most important thing is to listen to your body. It speaks in quiet ways through heaviness, tightness, swelling, and these oils are simply tools to help you respond with care and wisdom. 7. Most common questions and honest answers. As more people begin this routine, a few common questions always come up. Let's answer them clearly and simply. Can I use the oil if I have varicose veins? Yes, but be gentle. Use light strokes, avoid direct pressure on visible veins, and elevate your legs after the massage. I'm over 80. Will this still work for me? Absolutely. Age doesn't stop your body from responding. It may take longer, but consistent care still brings real results. Is this just for women? Not at all. Men benefit just as much. Leg pain. Poor circulation and stiffness affect everyone. How long should I use it? Start with 7 days, then adjust once a day a few times a week or nightly. Let your body guide you. What if I don't see results right away? That's okay. Every body is different. Keep going. Even small changes, less swelling, easier. Movement mean it's working. The takeaway. Your body wants to feel better, and small steps like this can make a big difference over time. 8. Supporting habits for lasting results. Light exercise, proper nutrition elevation. The oil is powerful, but it works best when paired with small, consistent habits that support your body from the inside out. Margaret didn't change her entire lifestyle overnight. She didn't join a gym or start a complicated fitness plan. Instead, she made a few simple adjustments to her daily routine, and those small changes created lasting impact. Let's start with gentle movement. Each morning before breakfast, she walked for just 10 minutes around her neighborhood. Not fast, not far, just steady steps, fresh air, and natural rhythm. That short walk helped wake up her circulation like turning on a water pump that had been sitting still too long. Movement keeps the blood flowing, supports the lymphatic system, and makes the oil's benefits last longer. She also practiced light exercises at home. At her kitchen counter, she'd slowly rise onto her toes and then lower herself, building strength in her calves. Sitting in her favorite chair, she'd extend one leg at a time, holding for a few seconds to engage the thighs. And throughout the day, she'd make small ankle circles, especially while watching TV or reading. These moves don't take more than 5 minutes, but they help prevent stiffness, improve muscle tone, and reduce the risk of cramping or imbalance. Next came simple nutrition shifts. Margaret didn't go on a special diet, but she added more foods that support healthy blood flow, like garlic, turmeric, leafy greens, and berries. She also made a conscious effort to reduce salt in the evenings, which helped ease the swelling in her ankles by morning. Staying hydrated played a key role too. A glass of water with each meal helped flush excess sodium and supported smoother circulation overall. Finally, she prioritized rest and leg elevation. Every afternoon, she'd lie back for 15 minutes with 2 pillows under her calves. This gentle lift gave her veins a break and allowed gravity to help fluid flow back up toward her heart. At night, she tucked a soft pillow under her ankles before bed, a small comfort that helped her sleep better and wake up with less stiffness. None of these habits are difficult, but together they form a powerful foundation. When combined with daily oil application, they create a cycle of renewal movement, nourishment, rest, and care. If you want your results to last, start small. One walk, one stretch, one change to your plate. These little acts speak volumes to your body, reminding it that healing is not just possible, it's happening. 9. Safety tips. Usage, frequency, and personalized adjustments. Before you begin using any oil, no matter how natural, it's important to understand how to do it safely and in a way that fits your own body's needs. Rosemary oil and the other oils we've discussed are generally well tolerated, But like with anything, a little knowledge goes a long way in making sure the experience is both effective and comfortable. First, always do a patch test before applying the oil to a larger area. Apply a drop or two on a small part of your inner arm and wait 24 hours. If there's no redness, itching, or discomfort, it's likely safe for your skin. This is especially important if you have sensitive skin or a history of allergic reactions. Second, always dilute essential oils with a carrier oil before applying. Pure rosemary oil is very concentrated. Mixing 5 or 6 drops into a teaspoon of almond, olive, or coconut oil makes it gentler on the skin and still highly effective. This also allows you to spread the oil more easily during massage without using too much at once. As for how often to use it, consistency is key, but it should feel sustainable. Margaret used it twice a day for the first week, once in the morning to prepare her legs for the day, and again in the evening to relieve tension. After that, she adjusted based on how she felt. Some days she massaged just once, other days she skipped entirely. It's not about being perfect, it's about staying connected to your body's signals and responding with care. There's also room for personalized adjustments. For example, if your main issue is swelling, consider elevating your legs after the massage for at least 10 to 15 minutes. If your discomfort is tied to nighttime cramps, try pairing the oil routine with light stretching or a warm foot bath before bed. You can also rotate oils based on your needs: lavender for rest, arnica for soreness, horse chestnut for circulation support. And finally, remember, more isn't always better. Avoid over-applying or massaging too aggressively. Gentle, consistent care always beats force. If at any point your skin feels irritated, take a break and give your body time to reset. This isn't a race. It's a relationship between you and your legs built on patience, respect, and healing. When you give your body what it needs in a way that feels kind, the results are not just physical. They show up in how you move, how you sleep, and how you carry yourself through the day. Safety isn't a restriction, it's what allows healing to go deeper and last longer. If you're ready to experience what Margaret did, the path forward is simple. All you need is 5 drops of rosemary oil, a little quiet time, and your own 2 hands. Start by gently warming the oil in your palms, then slowly massage it into your legs, starting at your ankles and working your way up. Take your time. Let it be more than just a routine. Let it be your moment. Do this twice a day, once in the morning to energize your legs for the hours ahead, and once in the evening to help your muscles release tension and prepare for restful sleep. If twice feels like too much, start with once. Make it yours. You're not following a program, you're beginning a practice of care. To boost the results even more, pair the massage with 10 minutes of walking each morning. Move gently. Stretch your ankles while sitting. Elevate your legs when you can. And take a moment before bed to breathe deeply, slow your mind, and release the day. You don't need to do everything all at once. Choose one small thing, repeat it, let it grow. And remember, this is more than relief from aching legs. This is a quiet act of power. It's a reminder that your body still responds, still heals, still listens when you speak to it with intention. You're not too old. It's not too late. Those legs have carried you through decades of life, through laughter, love challenges, and change. Now it's your turn to carry them with care, with compassion, and with the belief that every day can feel just a little lighter than the one before. If this message spoke to you, if something in Margaret's story felt familiar, leave a comment below with your age and where you're watching from. We'd love to know how your journey is going. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more natural, practical ways to care for your body every single day. You never know who else might need to hear this, so please share this video with a friend, a parent, or a neighbor who could use a little comfort and encouragement. Your legs deserve to feel strong again. Your body deserves kindness. And your story, it's still being written one thoughtful step at a time.